Hey guys, so in this video I want to show you the navigation system that I've built in Compass and how easy it makes it to set up the navigation of your website. So, over the years I've worked with a lot of different content management systems out there, everything from WordPress to Joomla, Drupal, a couple of proprietary solutions, and I'm actually surprised at just how many of them get it wrong. Setting up the navigation of your website should be, in my opinion, one of the easiest things that you can do in a content management system, and yet for so many different ones out there, it just isn't. So this is my solution. This is what I came up with, and what you're seeing is a fully interactive navigation system that responds the way that you would expect it to. So for example, if I wanted to create a new page on my website, you simply click the Add Page button, you give it a name, we'll call this About Us, and you either hit Enter or Tab, or even just click outside the area and it gets generated for you. So once again, you click on the button, type a name, hit Enter, and there it is. And so you can already see how quickly it is to start setting up the navigation and creating these pages. Create a few more here. Contact us. Okay, so let's say that you want to add maybe some subpages now. Well, it's very easy. All you got to do is roll over the navigation item, click on Add Section, give it a name, and hit Enter. I'll add one more here. Hit Enter. And you can also add a third level as well. So once again, you roll over it, click Add Page. We'll call that Responsive Design. We'll add a few more as well. Okay. And so already we've built a pretty decent site map here very quickly. Okay. So let's say now that we want to rearrange these a little bit. We want the portfolio to be our first navigation item. Well, you simply hover over it, click and drag, and it automatically gets updated. And the same is true for subpages and third level pages as well. If you want to rearrange these, click and drag, and click and drag. And the order gets automatically updated. So let's say we want to make some other changes now. Let's say that we want to rename this. I simply click on it, and you'll get an options window, or a settings window, and you can rename it as you see fit. You can also rename the page alias that people go to, and save setting. And you'll see that automatically gets reflected in the navigation preview. A couple of other settings that we have in here once we click. If you don't want the page to show up in the navigation, in other words, there's a couple of uses for this. One, you may just not be ready to publish a page yet and you don't want it to show up yet. You can uncheck this box. Additionally, sometimes we have pages that we don't necessarily want to be in our main navigation, but we do want people to be able to access. Additionally, you could just click show this, uncheck this box, and that goes away. Save settings. Now, another instance or scenario that I often come across is on pages that have subpages underneath them. For example, portfolio, you may not necessarily want to click on portfolio. You may not want to have to create content, generic content that says, hey, this is my portfolio. You may just want to direct people to these subpages. So if you don't want them to be able to click on portfolio, you can simply uncheck the box that says this will be clickable. And now when the user goes out to your website, they will no longer, this portfolio section will no longer be a link. It'll simply direct users to the pages underneath it, but they won't actually be able to click portfolio itself. Now additionally, you can specify that a navigation item takes you out to a completely different website. So if you check this third box, you'll get two additional options where you can specify a new URL, and you can also specify which window that the link takes you to. So I'll say new window. So when I save settings, now when I go out to the website and I click blog, it will actually redirect me to Google, which is what I set up in here. Okay. Now let's say that we no longer want a page to exist. What you can do is you can actually just hit delete page. You'll get the confirmation, and you hit OK, and now it's gone. And finally, if we want to edit the actual content of these pages, once again, you click on Edit Page Content, and it will take you to the content editor where you can select a page layout. You can then edit the content in there. So we're going to save that, save changes, and there we go. So that's just a quick preview of the navigation manager within Compass. I think you'll like it. I love using it in the couple of sites I built with it. It's been great for me. Thanks for watching.